Hello, everybody. This is Zach's Edit again. I'm your host, Zach Cooley, and it's an honor to be here with Jenna Williams and Christine Hite. I'm here live at the Oasis Head Spa in Wytheville, Virginia. Thank you, Jenna, for joining me.
Thank you for coming, Zach.
And thank you, Christine, for being here with me today also.
My pleasure, absolutely.
And thank you for the wonderful treatment that you gave me. We'll start with that. Can you give me a brief overview of the things that you did for me today? Sort of a run through, Christine,
Okay.
of some of the treatments you did for me.
Well, we did a red light therapy for some dryness in your scalp.
Mhm.
And we started your treatment with an exfoliant and a head serum to paint onto your scalp at the hair root. We massaged that in for several minutes and then washed with specialty shampoo. Then did a special wash with you for more exfoliation with the same shampoo with different tools and brushes to help loosen up dry skin, help with circulation, massage. And then we applied a conditioning agent to your hair and steamed all of that for several minutes to help with moisture retention and for your hair. And then we did a nice rinse, all while you were laying on our fabulous massage bed.
And that massage bed covers you from head to toe. It starts at your neck, and you have these pressure things that squeeze your legs. I would assume that's for blood flow.
For lymphatic drainage, and also works for your arms as well. It's comfortable. Some people don't find that terribly comfortable, but some people love it.
And for me, with cerebral palsy and spastic issues, and I chose not to do the arm locks. With my having cerebral palsy and muscles being in constant state of spasm, there are areas that needed particular massage, like the sacroiliac joints, my hips, the lateral muscles of my back, and the massage chair. Although Christina says it did not have sensors, it seemed to know where to go and to concentrate on those areas. So at the moment, I feel younger than I felt probably in the last 10 years. So, and that is the goal of this, is it not, Christine?
It is.
Can you explain to me a little bit about what you were saying? It was very interesting what you were saying, that people people feel guilty when they come here because they feel like these kinds of treatments are self-indulgent. Can you explain a little bit why they are not self-indulgent and why they are vital?
Sure. Jen and I set out with the goal when we initiated this process into normalizing people taking care of themselves, their body, their minds, their spirits, and being able to disengage from the world around them for a period of time where there's a reset. And so we gear our therapy toward that, for that agenda. And unfortunately, I think in society, it's viewed as self-indulgent when you take time for yourself. And we're trying to normalize that, especially within this community, that it's necessary for productivity, for higher brain function, for skin health, scalp health, for organ health, to take the time to not only enjoy a massage and scalp care, but to disengage from social media, the world, and just be and relax and let somebody do for you what you do for everybody else.
And something I noticed about you, because you explained that both you and Jenna have backgrounds in nursing, and I'm going to turn to Jenna in just a moment.
Absolutely.
But together, the two of you have over 40 years of experience in nursing. You are actually from Canada.
I am.
And you found your way here to Southwest Virginia via a travel nursing job. And you are now the occupational health, director of occupational
Yes,
health at Volvo.
I am.
So you obviously enjoy nursing. You obviously enjoy helping people. But it was very interesting when you said it's nice to help people before they're sick. So when you are pampering people and doing for them, I could tell that you really enjoy your job, and there's a joy in it, and there's a plus in it for you too. Like you were getting something from helping me.
Absolutely.
Can you explain what that feeling is?
Well, Jen and I have talked about this at length, about the joy that it gives us to take care of people. And when people come into the salon, oftentimes they're upset or anxious, they have headaches, they have other emotional or personal issues that they don't want to share with anybody. But when it's evident, it's physically evident, and if you work around people long enough, you can see the strain and stress in people before I think they ever exhibit a physical symptom. So for me personally, having somebody in a position where I know they're allowing themselves to be vulnerable, it's a very special bond that you create with that person who you're absolutely helping, because they're trusting you with their space. You're in their personal space, and they're trusting you with that. And I think a lot of that trust for Jenna and I comes because we have extensive experience in healthcare, and nothing really phases us. So if you have a skin problem, you don't need to be embarrassed. If you have an issue that you're embarrassed about and don't want to discuss, we're okay with that. Like, if you want to just come and be, we'll let you come and be and not cry. It's very safe. Our goal is to make this a safe space for anybody who wants to be here. So our goal is also to be inclusive. So we want to include all aspects of this community. So it's not just geared to women. It's not just geared to people who want pretty hair. It's geared to every other person that you could imagine. Elderly people, people with chronic medical problems, people who are of different race, people who speak different languages. We are all inclusive.
Disabled people.
Disabled people as well, yeah, but who have health challenges. We're absolutely inclusive.
Chronic physical pain.
So when I am engaging in that activity, Jenna and I often do couples together, and it's almost like a dance. You know, we kind of have that sort of the momentum of getting lost in that. So you'll notice, a lot of people don't talk during therapy. They just rest, and we just kind of get lost in the feeling of relaxation and letting them go. And it's electrifying. It feels really good as a provider to do that, and it's very satisfying.
And you said something else that was very interesting too, that you have people who come in and they are not even able to sit. They are so anxious and wound up and uptight, and you can make someone because I've seen those people who just cannot sit still, or if they're sitting still, they're bouncing their legs up and down because they just have to be moving at some point. And you have these people that come in and they can't sit when they arrive, and by the end of the hour they're completely relaxed.
A different person.
Yeah.
Oftentimes a different person.
That I found that very interesting as well. But you were very, very thorough and very caring and very attentive in my session. And as I said, I truly feel, I was teasing you. I said, am I going to look 30 when I come out of here? But I actually feel like I have left several years in that room with you, and I think that's the goal.
Absolutely.
Is it not?
The goal is for it to make you feel better than you imagined that you could.
And I certainly do. And I should mention before we go to Jenna that you have a $100 monthly subscription plan, and people want to be a member. For premium, it's how much?
150.
It's up to 150 if you want to join, and that may seem like a lot to most people,
That's
but
the premium price. So if you subscribe for the monthly membership, you're getting the $150 package for $100 because you're coming in, we're doing the scalp analysis, we're doing the consultation, we're tailoring the treatment to anything specific that you need. A lot of people do it because they have a hair or a scalp issue that they're trying to remedy and address. A lot of people just do it for relaxation, for that 1 hour of relax time.
and I did get the scalp analysis. Could you tell me a little bit about what you were able to find on that scalp analysis? Is that
Well,
No lice.
no lice. That's very good. That is a plus.
so the scalp analysis is a microscopic tool at the root of the hair and close to the scalp, the base of the scalp, to where the follicle erupts from the skin. And so what we look for typically is if you have plaque buildup, if there's product buildup on your hair, if there's issues with psoriasis or eczema, or if there's any problematic areas like dandruff or buildup.
Mm-hmm.
So we can tailor the product that we use and the therapies that we use to better help you meet your goals and us to give you the best, freshest feeling scalp that you can have. So what I saw on you was some areas of non-plaque psoriasis and some flaky scalp, like it's consistent with either a little dandruff or it could just be some dry skin. The time of year is right for it, especially if you have allergies. You don't just get allergies in your nose, your skin gets allergies in different places. So
the dandruff is not necessarily related to the psoriasis,
No.
which I thought was hand in hand.
No. Some people, they go hand in hand because you have two existing conditions at the same time. But what I saw for you was more just a dry scalp. It wasn't irritated underneath. It was just a dry, flaky scalp with non-plaque psoriasis scattered throughout.
And I find all these things interesting because these are things that have plagued me all my life, and you're able to come in and do a scan and identify what it is and say, oh, well, since you have this, let's use this cream over here.
Mm-hmm.
And I just think it's fascinating. So thank you for that, Christine.
Thank you.
Now I will turn to Miss Jenna, who is the owner and operator of this wonderful place.
We're co-owners.
Is that right?
Yes.
Well, you do co-own it. Okay, very good. But you're the one who invited me to come here today.
This is her baby.
And I'm very honored that you chose me, of all people, to come. Can you tell me about how you were explaining how you got started in this, or how you wanted to do this? So tell me about that.
I came across this idea when I was on a travel nurse assignment out of town, and I was a stressed out nurse with a high stress job with tension headaches, and I was trying to get relief from headaches that didn't involve taking pills because the pill didn't help me. I came across Head Spa services because in my Google search it came up that they were beneficial for headaches. So I thought it didn't hurt to try, and I went and I came out a different person. I wanted to come home and make that part of my self-care routine, and realized that there was not a head spa within 4 hours of us.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought maybe this is our time. We're both nurses, we want to help people, and this helped me so much that I wanted to bring it back for my coworkers, my friends, and our community. So we started the spa as a stress relief spa, and the hair benefits that you get out of it are unmatched. So there we are.
Mm-hmm. And you're a lifelong native of Wood County?
I grew up in Rural Retreat, yes. I live in Speedwell now, but we've been in Wytheville County all of our lives.
And what's been your experience since you opened here Mother's Day weekend?
My experience has been an overwhelming welcoming from our community. Once they try it and they know what it's about and what it is, it has been a struggle trying to educate the local population on a service that is new. It's not...
Which is why I'm here, and
Which is why you're here.
What I hope to do today.
Yes.
So I'm glad that you are getting a response from the customers that you have. I hope this will encourage other customers to please, I mean, any kind of chronic pain that you have, even if it's not in the facial area, to be treated with, I mean, all muscles in the body are connected.
Yes.
So if you have, if you have a stomach ache, you can, it's been my experience anyway, that you can get, essentially, that's not going to be the focus of the problem, but you could have a neck massage that would help your stomach feel better.
It's a very grounding experience.
In a sense.
Yes.
Because it's much more of, it's not, even though you are a head spa, you're not, the treatment and the well-being of what you offer is not limited to just everything above the neck.
That is correct.
And one of the things that we know as nurses, and I think most people know on an intuitive level, is that you can have physical manifestation of symptoms based on emotional distress, spiritual distress, or overwhelmed anxiety. So that you can manifest physical symptoms and think that you have a bad belly when really your heart needs help, or your spirit needs to relax. You just need a safe place where you can come and be touched in an unthreatening way and have some of that be released.
And we all know, my wife and I, that trauma, we store trauma in our body. And that needs to be worked out the same as if a physical sickness was attacking your body. If an emotional sickness is attacking your body, you need that treated as well. And that seems to be very much what you all do and the goal of what you're hoping to do. So what can I do? What is important for people to know? What is it that you are trying to get people to know, Jenna, that we've not covered? How can I bring Wythe County to your door?
Most people who have tried this experience book their next one or buy the membership. I would say 95% of the clients who have came through our door the first time, they want to come back because of the way that it makes them feel. So I would say if you're out there and you feel like you've exhausted every means of feeling better, give this a try because it can change. It can change you.
And the numbers, the the dollar numbers of the price, it may sound like a lot to some people, but I promise you that it is worth the price.
There's a lot involved in the treatments, which is why they're priced the way that they are. The products that we use are very high-end products to get the best results for your scalp and hair. But people spend more money on more frivolous things.
What? But I mean, do you want to put hundreds of dollars into pharmaceuticals?
Pills, yes.
Into supplements that also, when you take those supplements, they may correct the problem or alleviate the problem, but they also come with their own toxins, particularly narcotic medications.
Right.
If you're taking narcotics for a chronic pain issue, it's addictive. It comes with its own toxins. So do you want to spend the money on something like that, or do you want to get more of a, maybe holistic is not the word, but...
And from somebody who is, I've been known to be a little bougie at times, I spend more money on my nails when I have nails. When I go, some people, I mean, it would be nothing for me to put $90 into a set of nails if I'm getting ready for an event. And then maintenance on that is similar because it's $50 every 2 weeks to get them filled in. So that's $100. And you have pretty nails, but you still feel like garbage.
Right.
So for me, it's a choice. I I think it's a choice that people make. I know dollars are hard to come by and the economy is what it is, but I think for the most part, most people, if they prioritize their own health and their mental well-being and their emotional well-being, and they really consider it, it's typically one and done. People come in, they have it once because their friend recommended it and they just want to try it out and they're curious, and that's it. They're like, yeah, this is part of my self-care routine from now on. And that's what we want. That we want those people that we're helping and see a difference and continue to make differences in their long-term well-being.
It's also very interesting what you said, Christine. You said the men that come in, 98% of them are dragged here by their wives, and then at the end of the hour, they're the ones that buy the membership and say, "This is going to be a part of a regular part of my self-care," which I think everybody, male, female, red, yellow, black, white, child, adult, can benefit through this. Jenna, would you mind to because you were kind enough to give my wife the pampering experience that she deserves, can you tell me a little bit about what you did for her today?
She got all the same treatment that you did. So we did a scalp analysis on her and found that she did have some dry, flaky scalp. And so we tailored the treatment to that. So she got the exfoliant, the scalp serum. It's a scalp calming serum with some other things mixed in for smell and hair oils that generate hair growth and make your hair healthy and soft. So lots of massage. We use our hands for a lot of the massage, but we also use different tools and brushes in the process. When we apply the scalp detox, we section off the hair and apply it directly to the scalp with a brush, and that also gets massaged in. That's to help the exfoliant do its job, which is to remove the dead skin cells and any kind of product buildup or sebum buildup on the scalp. Once we do that, we do lots of shampoos, and that shampoo is tailored to specific needs. So I did use an anti-dandruff shampoo on her. It's the Biolage. It's pretty fancy. And then condition with, once we apply the conditioner, she gets a hot towel. We do the neck and shoulders massage, which is lymphatic drainage massage that works its way from the forehead down the sides of the face, down into the neck, into the shoulders. That helps with inflammation. A lot of our massage is craniosacral therapy that helps relieve tension that cause headaches, and relieving shoulder tension. You were on the massage bed, she was not. So there's two different viewpoints about that. It can be to certain people overstimulating to have the full body massage going on while you have the head spa going on. With the head massage and the scalp massage. So she was able to focus more on what I was doing with her head and shoulder neck area with the head spa, while you had the sensation of the leg lymphatic drainage massage. So that was a little bit different there. But we usually let people choose which one they want to be on. Most people choose the massage bed. Let's see.
I know that she has a lot of chronic problems at the base of her neck.
She had some tension there that we worked on. And we rinse with the water halo. Everybody gets a lot of time with the water halo. That's one of the popular things about this experience is the way that the warm water feels like a waterfall over your head.
And also where we're different than other places is we use fresh water for every part of our process. We're plumbed in to do fresh water. So a lot of beds have recycled water. So there's a tank, and so the water that they wash you with is the water they rinse you with, is the water they rinse you. So it's kind of recycled water. We are obviously very in tune with being clean and being germaphobes because we're nurses. So the experience that we offer you is through fresh water. Nothing that has not been sterilized or decontaminated touches your body.
Very good. And my wife feels wonderful. Okay? Great. Jenna, I feel like I've not given you enough chance to say what you want to say about your business. Is there anything else that you want to cover that I have not so far?
Do you think good evening. I think we hit all the high spots, why we're here, how we came to this idea. I want you to understand that this place, we are also trying to revitalize this area of town, and Wytheville in general. We chose this location because we get a lot of out-of-town people,
Right.
and it's right off of the interstate to where they don't have to drive through town to get to us and deal with all the traffic and everything. But as you can tell, this area has been empty over here for a while.
Yes. And when you and I were, well, I don't want to say you and I, you're probably a great deal younger than me. But when I was growing up, this was the main area, one of the main
Yes.
areas in town to come. You had Kmart.
Kmart.
I think right here, I think this very spot, in fact, was a record store at one point. And I love music.
Yeah.
So that was...
We were wondering what was in here. We thought maybe it was an insurance office because of the way the phones were set up back there.
It very well could have been.
But we know Geico is next door to, like right here.
So if you actually, on the way out, come down here to the next office over and look in there, that is what this office looked like when we started.
There was carpet glue on the floor.
We did all of this ourselves.
It was dirty, no paint, no nothing. She's the decorator, but we have a lot of blood, sweat, and tears in this place. A lot of elbow grease.
Sure.
We did these floors. We've done all the paint.
Renovated the bathroom. We've done all the floors in the back. We've done all the paint. We've done all the fixtures. We've done everything. The floors alone took us 3 weeks.
Yeah. Well, I remember a record bar somewhere in this complex, and I bought End of the Innocence by Don Henley, which is 1989.
Yeah.
So that's how long ago that was. And music never lasted long around here. We had a Sam Goody's there where Pizza Hut is.
Yeah.
That was there for a number of years, and that's the longest I've ever seen any music store, because I'm a music nut. But
The goal for us with this space was to create an environment where when you walked in, you could feel positive energy. The smell was relaxing. The sight was relaxing. Everything about it.
And it
whispers relaxation.
And it feels like we legitimately care about our
absolutely,
presentation.
I've never met either one of you before, and I feel like that both of you are personal friends now. So, I mean, and even if it's just to come and sit in the lobby, it's a place I feel I can visit every day. So,
And that's what we
I think that's what you're trying to extract from
Yes.
customers. So, thank you very much for talking with me today. It's been a pleasure to talk to both of you. It's been a pleasure to get to know both of you, and I appreciate everything you've done for me today. And I hope I can return the favor by getting Wytheville County to come through your
Well,
doors.
thank you, Zach. We're really happy that you came.
Thank you very much for having me.
We
Thank you,
enjoyed meeting you and
Christine.
your family.
Thank you.